Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some meld mid into a Lysandra with Ignite. I feel as though this matchup shouldn't be that tough, just because I don't feel like she can do too much unless Bel'Veth ganks early on to punish me, I guess. But we'll see. How Lysandra works is that she is a champion that will use her Q on the wave to try to hit you because it causes her Q to increase the distance by a significant amount. But it's still pretty short range, so every single time that... Wow, okay, that actually hit me. Every single time you see her stepping up towards the minions, that's when you have to be, like, afraid of that type of thing. That was a nice backstep by her. Just gonna auto-attack her once there. Slight CS lead, but overall not really that crazy. She didn't throw that at me, so I didn't reflect it back. I probably should ward. Yeah, they started there. Are you going to chuck your ability? Just reflect it back at her to damage her, so we get a pretty decent trade-off. It's a 30-second cooldown to do that, by the way, so if we got ganked now, it would be really, really bad. I'll just flash preemptively. There's no reason not to, because I'm pretty sure I can survive if I do that. Yeah. If I use my Q there, maybe she dies, but it's still pretty chill. I had a feeling I was going to get ganked pretty soon, too. But because we have TP, we can immediately come back. So this is going to be so good for us. The Bel'Veth also is super low, and you see that Kha'Zix is invading. And if you can, like, pay attention to your teammates when they do stuff like this, sometimes you can, like, get ready to rotate. But it looks like he has decent pressure. As long as, like, he doesn't get caught out, it's the best. Because he might, like, overextend himself. I should have definitely reflected that one back. That was dumb by me. This is still really good, though, because this Lysandra doesn't have, like... Oh, dang. She's probably going to rotate over and kill my teammate. Oh, my gosh. She already killed? Nice. Never mind. Yeah, that's why if you ever gank mid lane as a jungler, if they ever mess up and, like, waste time, if you're inside of, like, a higher rank, a lot of times people can do stuff like that where they'll just, like, invade afterwards, and because they messed up the gank, their game gets so messed up. So just surviving ganks itself as a mid laner can sometimes win you games. I'm not saying that, like, you should always get carried by your teammates, but not dying to ganks is gigantic. Not just because of you surviving, but because it messes up pathing and, like, that timing of being able to, like, do something else afterwards. And if you have teammates that are aware of that, then they can really do some crazy stuff because of it. And that was kind of risky by you, dude. Oh my goodness! Okay, nice. Everybody was able to be killed. That Tristana flash in the middle of her ability and, like, I don't know, it was kind of awkward looking. She flashed mid-rocket jump because she realized she didn't kill Leona and had to, like, stop herself from jumping away so she could still kill her. But overall, not bad. Pretty good. Mel can have mana issues if you spam too frequently, so that's why I'm, like, not trying to spam all the time. I have to use my ability there just to push it back towards her, because what was going to go on is I was getting ganked, and I was probably going to lose a lot of my HP there, because this Leona was going to follow up her going in with her claw, and her claw was going to get me stuck in a bad spot. I'm going to use my E here just to shove this out, because I'm so afraid of getting ganked still, because everybody just keeps hovering around mid, and it's just getting too much of a burden for me to handle. I really want this plate for myself. Just auto attack afterwards. She's level 6 and I'm not. Still, getting ganked now is very risky, because what's going to happen is that she'll be able to flash ultimate just to lock me down, and it can use W afterwards too. Oh my goodness, dude. If anybody else was in the area there, you would have just straight up died. Because if he gets, like, ultied into W'd, then he would have been screwed by probably, like, Bel'Veth. I'm surprised that he wanted to do that. I'm pushing, bro. I'm pushing. There's no camps up. Ooh. Bro? Well, I mean, there's nothing that I can really do about that. He kind of just wanted to continue playing aggressive, so... She gets a free kill from it. I don't have enough mana to fight this guy either, which also kind of sucks. So I know that I can't even, like, duel or anything as well. I probably just want a base to get my Lost Chapter, since I'm feeling kind of weak right now. And, like, also just not big enough mana pool to really benefit fighting. So let's just base. We'll just go get that Lost Chapter purchase. I mean, the game state is still looking fine. I feel like my champion is still superior to Lissandra inside of team fights as this game continues. Kha'Zix has no chill. Dude, Lissandra's, like, walking towards me when she's almost out of mana and no flash and no ultimate recently. Oh, no. Dude. Careful. What? That doesn't get that? Huh. Put a ward down, just wait for her to come back. Level 7 is usually when the, I feel like Mel gets a lot stronger. Your Q shoots these little orbs, and you get one more orb each level up, so technically you just deal way more damage when, you finally get to put more points into it. The total AP ratio of your ability on your Q is 120%. Or no, 110. Sorry, 110. And, of course, it's on a super low CD as well. And even though it's kind of difficult to land, like, every single hit, also, I'm getting ganked here, so I have to be careful. Especially because Leona's, like, extremely good into my champion as well, so... Leona is a kind of counterpick into Mel because the way that you reflect back her E makes it so you go to her, which is almost never good. Otherwise, she comes to you, so there's, like, really no good outcome of Leona ever landing E on you. So I'm just gonna respect. Because it feels like they're also desperate to make plays happen, and there's really no reason not to just be careful. Okay, nice. 200 damage or so. There's no way my ultimate would kill. Another thing about your ultimate is, it shows the visual on them, but also shows the visual on your R as well, which is something that I kind of forgot about, which somebody reminded me. So, whenever you use your ultimate, when it has enough stacks to execute somebody, because it depends on how many stacks you have on the target, you can actually look at your ultimate to see if you don't want to look at them, or, like, they are no longer in Fog of War. So, if you can't see them, it's not bad to get into that habit of, like, just looking down to see. I'll just flash. There's literally no reason not to. Bel'Veth ganks mid again. Kind of ruins my day, but hey, that's whatever. I've heard that Ludens for, like, Burst Mel is really strong. I've been doing Blackfire Torch, but I'm totally down to try out Ludens instead. I don't mind going Ludens as an item. It does deal way heavier burst damage. I have my TP available pretty soon. I'll just TP here. I don't even care if I TP on this guy here, because I feel like these guys are just going to ignore everything and just go for my teammates instead. We could probably still fight this, right? Oh, I can't even, like, use my ability. I'm just dead. Wow, I am surprised at how much damage the Leona outputted, too. I did get double ignited as well, but hey, I mean, I did say that kind of is a difficult thing to go versus. I figured that me getting near them would be good, but it turns out that was definitely not good because I just immediately get popped. Still fine, though, because we have 2 kills. I mean, she might have 3, but overall the game state is still doing... It's going okay. I can use my W to get back in the lane a little bit faster. She has Sork boot advantage on me. She doesn't have her R for a little bit. It would be pretty nice to be able to, like, kind of punish her. Oh my gosh, she didn't press WQ to hit me? That's crazy. She definitely could have done a really substantial trade there, but she decided not to. Luden's trigger. Big burst damage again. Is Leona mid? No. She's still bot side. Bel'Veth is already dead, so we do have free time to kind of do whatever. There's a ward inside the middle of the lane, which unfortunately just, like, always shows me. Because I really didn't want to be seen. Because whenever they don't know where you're at is very useful. Oh darn. Yeah, there's not really a good way to punish this guy, huh? Not without probably, like, having equal boot advantage, so we're just as fast as her. My damage probably is gonna be a little bit lacking until I get Sork boots as well. Our bot side vision control is literally so freaking trash. Need an ulti. Oh my goodness. They tried killing me. Nice. Holy. Phew. That was a very difficult fight, but hey, it all worked out in the end. We had no vision bot side whatsoever, so Lissandra just, like, leaves whenever she wants, because honestly, I feel like they probably have really good vision control in our bot side jungle, and when they have such good vision control, it's so much easier to set up plays. I feel like our vision is just really, really not good right now. And that's why that was, like, kind of challenging. I still feel like Cosmic Drive feels very good to go, so I'm still going to be going for that. Get CDR. Did I just reflect back Ezreal, or did he just get hit by it and I didn't reflect it? I wasn't even trying to reflect it back. I honestly was just trying to, like, get back to mid lane fast, so it's kind of goofy that I think that I almost did. We can TP behind them, because Ezreal will probably run away towards us, right? Wait, Kha'Zix jumped away? Nice. So I just TP down, do a little counter gank. Kha'Zix wasn't able to be a part of the entire fight because he's extremely traumatized by all of the Lissandra plays that have been going on, but you know what? I think that kind of makes sense to be traumatized by that, because she has probably just instantly killed him because all she's doing is just ulting him and killing him immediately. I'm going to be risky and build a Medjai's because honestly, Mel with movement speed feels so nice. That's why also Cosmic Drive feels very powerful. We can't get over to the top side to do anything, so we'll just continue farming mid. Or farming bot, I should say, because mid is taken over by bot because they already lost their turret, so the enemy mid is going to be going mid. My team's going to be probably fighting without me and dying because that's usually what happens whenever I go side lane, whenever I play it. Am I supposed to be side lane now? Yep. Is my team supposed to be dying to these, like, fights? No, because they just need to do nothing. There's no reason to ever fight. Just wait. But people just don't wait. We see Bel'Veth as topside. Wow, she was not there. Darn it, dude. That could have been such a big hit. Man. That just straight up kills her. What? Wait, what was that combo? Was that not just E plus Q plus 1 auto attack? Was that not just like one single like trade pattern? I'm so confused. Did I just 100 to 0 her? She probably didn't ulti just because she was so... I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't ulti myself either, just because it's just like, I mean, what? He only landed like one singular combo, right? Holy crap, he actually let me go. Thank goodness. I was so worried I was gonna die there. Okay, we have our Cosmic Drive completed for the movement speed. We probably want to build a needless item next. I'm down to go Death Cap if we can keep the Medjai stacks alive. If the Medjai stacks don't stay alive, then we can just go any other needless item besides Death Cap. I mean, I got killed one. I'm just gonna pink ward this over here. Sona is like a scaling champion. I feel like she's not completely scaled yet because we need to be grouped together to make plays happen, and we're never really together to even like help this guy. I was honestly as close as I could get too. I could not even get closer than I was to like try to help out with that fight. Dragon's coming up in 40, and I do want to contest kinda because I feel like I have my ultimate available, so it's probably possible to contest it. All I can do is slow this guy down. Like, I cannot snare him ever. Not a character that can chase that easily. For sure, I have crazy movement speed, as you can see, but... There goes my Medjai's. Everybody's, like, just group on me. Kha'Zix didn't even want to, like, bother trying to assist in the slightest, but hey, I mean, he only looks at his own gameplay and thinks that everybody is out to make his life worse, but he's kind of doing it back because he just is so tilted mentally. I bet if I was like, I feel like you're playing a little bit tilted right now, I bet he would be like, no, I'm not, too, because they always also just feel like they're not playing tilted. You're not jumping on that guy! What? Dude, if I was Tristana, I totally would have jumped in again. That guy literally does... Trist want Bork? Wait, is Bork Trist even a legit thing? I feel like that's terrible. Huh. I have Sona with me. They're not on the Baron yet. Triss did not want to jump in to try to assist us with killing that guy. I actually deal so much burst damage, even though that person's so tanky too, which is sad because we kind of could have gotten maybe a tiny shutdown if she just immediately jumped in and we started fighting together. Lysandra went back bot lane, but she doesn't have TP. She's down 30 farm. Nice. Okay. Not bad fight. We'll take it. I don't think that I should TP in to try to kill this guy. Oh my goodness, the Varus just burned his flash and failed badly. I will instead rotate this because obviously something is going to happen. Oh. Definitely not the play now. That's okay though. We'll be patient. If I am to go bot side to farm, I still have TP available, but they might still try to rush Baron despite that. I feel as though being bot side is terrifying right now. Because it is. Because of that. But I'm able to defend pretty well. Unless I got flashed on. Also, they're like basing right in front of us, which means that sometimes there's like a way to like initiate. They could be like having Leona around the corner to try to catch though. Oh, my mana pool is getting kind of small, so I think I'm just gonna base again. I mean, we have the 16 stack Magi, so we're chilling with that. Okay, is he okay? Yeah, just gonna go top then. Because otherwise we're just gonna lose even more. Skaren's actually so strong that he probably can just full take it immediately. Wow, full burst. But the thing is that he has no sums and he's worth a gigantic shutdown. So, because of that, I think that's still fine. Just because of the shutdown. If he wasn't worth the shutdown, definitely not worth, but only because he is. We will just finish death cap no matter what. There's no reason not to at this point, I think. Oh my gosh, Kha'Zix's jumping in. Yeah, no tank is awkward, or like no initiation. It's so simple for them because they just have Leona just initiate for them. I have TP available. This must be warded, I guess. Because I don't know how else they would see me. The Lysandra has a blue trinket, so it can't be her ward. It must have been Garen from earlier. I almost have my death cap. We see that everybody's like mid/bot, so I'm free to shove this. Is Varus ever gonna like catch? Man, stopping this Baron's gonna be a chore. They could just be on it right now and we'd have no idea. It's so annoying. And also, Kha'Zix just is like giving up too. You can tell that he just doesn't care. Holy crap, thank goodness. I don't even care that I died. I think that this fight is a one fight, right? Varus, maybe? Nice. Oh. That's like the difficult part about being on a side that can't get control of an area. How doing objectives works is that you will like go together to you usually want to go through a wave because waves help you get into fog of war because the enemy has to go catch the wave, and then once they see the wave they will show themselves, so then you can walk in knowing that there's not going to be a person there. But because of the desperation that I'm feeling of us just like giving them Baron for free, I just walked in anyways. But whenever you walk in, if you have an ability that you can use to like try to scout the area, in this case my Q, I can use it in hopes of seeing if like they're in there, and they were. And that kind of ruined their plan. If I just face checked, we would have just straight up died. But because I used something to check it, we could see them. Which of course is significant. Dude, I am so down to fight this. Their Garen is dead forever. Oh, dang. I used my ultimate really early in hopes of just dealing some damage to the Bel'Veth, because then I figured that maybe somebody else could kill, but I feel like we could still do Baron now, right? Because there's no way that Bel'Veth can probably contest. We have to just stop her. We need to check for vision. The team should just focus on stopping her when she comes in. That will be the... Oh my goodness, you left so early. We should wait until it's like probably like 4,000. That's probably when they'll give up on it. Nice. Now we get it. Boom. See? Desperation force, but in the end, it was very necessary to do that. They're only one dragon away from Soul, by the way. I kind of wasted my ultimate. I shouldn't have used it because the Tristana was there. I could have saved it for another fight. Because this fight might be such an important one, I'm going to blue pot. We have 700 AP. My Q hits for 1,000 damage. Ah, oh, Sona took the blue buff. Ooh, okay. Hit Ezreal. Nice. We have healing and they don't. What they have is pick. Yeah, Varus walked into where there is probably like a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know about that fight, guys. But it's whatever. It's really not that big of a deal, right? Because I think that I can defend. Please? Can I defend? Is this defendable? Oh, I see. Never mind. Velvet is just too busted. She can go over a wall instantly and CC lock. Even though I cleared out the wave, it didn't really matter. We're not gonna, like, lose the game, but... definitely sucks. What a champion. I thought that with at least Flash, there would be no chance of, if I get dove, if I can clear out the wave, that they can just instantly kill me like that, but she is that type of champion, though. Nice kill. That's a huge takedown. They are initiating pretty hard here. That was really good. I don't think it's necessary for me to TPN. There's no objectives up, really, besides just sieging turrets. Varus got caught. But the enemy team is trying to salvage a fight that probably is not salvageable. And because they are trying to salvage it, they, like, ruined it a little bit. That Bel'Veth is just dead. She has Death Dance, and she was burning. Nice, dude. So Tristana build is starting to deal so much now. I don't know. I don't play Tristana, so I don't know if Blade of the Rune King as one of the first items is good, but... I figured that Tristana's E would just straight up get that guy killed, so I just used my ultimate preemptively, of course, because Tristy can help me finish. Is the game possible to end? Probably not. We have a full Void Staff now, though, so my damage will skyrocket. We have 800 AP. We also have Gathering Storm, which gives 48 AP right now. This does 1.1k. I need to sell Medjai's probably for like a Banshees or a Zanya's. How much damage will this deal? 500? I just kind of wanted to test it. I feel like it's not going to matter. She'll just base. My ultimate will be back up soon. I was clearly standing on vision the entire time. This bot wave is so gigantic. Kind of making myself run out of mana pretty badly. Dude, I feel like we need to care about mid-wave more than anything else. It's only 30 seconds till things spawn. Wow, Lissandra is gonna go through bot? Okay. Dragon is spawning, Baron is spawning. I think that Varus might die. Yeah. And do this. They're doing Baron. Varus somehow didn't die. Well played. That's crazy that you didn't die. We're just trading for Baron. I don't have enough to buy anything, really. They can't pressure with Baron for a bit, or they shouldn't be able to because of the Lissandra dying. Otherwise, it could have been kind of difficult. So it's good that she did something really stupid bot side where she went in when there was no reason to, really. They definitely want to be sieging soon, probably. Massive pick. That's why stepping up for any sort of vision control alone is so risky, especially if you don't let the tank go in first. But on the opposite end of the deal, because for us, we managed to like find a way to check the brush, but Bel'Veth doesn't really have a way to check a brush besides her face, which is what she did. If I use my Empowered Recall, I feel like that kind of sucks. I kind of want to save it. Tristana wants to farm top lane. If I sell this, I can buy another item. Because I honestly feel like having like a defensive item is probably better than having Medjay at this point. But I'd probably rather have Zhonya's, though. Pauline died. I'm just gonna use the ultimate just to like try to scare him away so we wouldn't lose the inhib, but it didn't work. Man. Oh my goodness, dude. Tristana just knocked that guy into me. Do we have any way to pressure? With all them being dead, we ace them, but we don't have any waves or anything to do anything. I hate it when games like this happen, where you just can't really do much about outcomes like this, where you can't pressure after you get a really good fight going. If I sell my boots, I can full buy an item too, huh? Wow. We have like 1,000 AP. My Q hits for 1,300. I am slower, but of course Medjay's also gives us some movement speed, so that's why I sold it. And saved the Medjay's instead. No, dude, I can't even hit that. Oh, Kha'Zix! Kha'Zix. We can end through bot. Stop his base! If you guys stop his base, we can just end. I shouldn't have used my W. I should have saved it because he's going to ulti the wave, huh? I used it to try to get more AP, or more, like, stacks of my thing. I feel like the game's just over, though. We win. There's literally no way that he can come back from something like this, because there's nothing that he can do versus a champion like us who can just use this to reflect it back. In fact, I killed him with his own ultimate. So yeah, GG's. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary of Mel. Kha'Zix was pretty upset this game, but we were able to make the comeback happen in a 40-minute game. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned if you want to see an arena game of Mel. All honor, even though I don't really feel like they were very honorable, is chill. Did 55k damage, which was the most inside the game. We were versus 400 LP Master Tier opponent mid. And this guy was... It's normally Master Lobbies. I always show that because sometimes I just don't have my accounts higher rank, especially because I dodge and lose so much LP because I dodge a lot when I don't get mid. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out for YouTube videos. Alright, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to DML in Arena. We are starting off with some gold augments. Wow, Kha'Zix got back to basics. Interesting. Phenomenal Evil on my Volibear. Is that even something that, like, works off of his passive or something? I doubt it. I don't know how you're going to get high AP with that. That seems, like, kind of difficult. But maybe he gets very tanky, goes standard AP Bruiser Volibear for healing, and he can, like, just constantly, like, spam. We have Overflow for, like, making it so I deal way more damage. I have Skilled Sniper, though, which is probably way better. Going Overflow could be, like, maybe fun if you got Talisman, because Talisman can roll really high mana stat, and then that's a way to make it so it's broken. Otherwise, usually it's just a Rise-only augment, in my opinion. I have to leave, but honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm just screwed. There's, like, no way for me to survive this. I am so bad during the early game, that's for sure. I cannot do much about my CDs being kind of long, and Volibear is not very tanky either yet. He has 11 AP gain from his Phenomenal, which isn't really that crazy. The back to basics is really insane. You get 70 ability haste. So, his QCD is ridiculously short, and also, of course, like, increase the amount of damage you deal by a significant amount as well. So, all those factors kind of play a massive deal. I feel like, also, Volibear should have built something CDR-related rather than Guardian's Horn, in my opinion, just because having a little bit more CDR would probably be really good for him to stack his abilities and also be able to heal himself by going, the Guardian's Blade. I feel like that's better. That's okay, though. Because we lost, I'm gonna do the Darius one. The Darius one is that everybody goes down to half, and people hate this, but because we lost, it brings everybody to half, so even the people who won are also going to go down to half. So yeah, I'm going to be here because of that. No, it only shows the rerolls. I mean, the rerolls isn't that bad, though. It's still pretty good. Let us just go the Sword Boots, because we already have something that's, like, CDR related with our augment, so we'll just deal more damage. We have 10 rerolls. They have an Orianna and a Taric. You can't really Meld Reflect Orianna or Taric stun. It doesn't do either of them. With Orianna Ball, it just stops it in its tracks. So, Meld Q is also, I think, considered a periodic ability, so it resets to 3 seconds because of that. Instead of, like, resetting to 0.5. Kind of makes it a little bit worse, but... The reason why also is because you're shooting so many, so you only need to land one single trigger to make it, like, work as well. I'm trying to kill him with you, brother, because I just want him to be dead. I got 2. Does my teammate want them to be alive just so he gets more stacks of his phenomenal? I feel like we can't lose, so I'm down to like keep them alive if you want. Here, get on over there, dude. I'll continue DPSing, but I feel like you can probably carry this. I'll do this just for my teammate. Enjoy, bro. It's all you. Get your stacks. This guy is killing himself because he realizes that we're just trying to stack the phenomenal. Because we're trying to min-max our AP, the Taric realizes it and doesn't want to deal with it. Some people do that. They're like, no, we're not going to allow you to stack your stuff on us. Rune Carver. I mean, we do have ways of re-triggering our stuff very quickly, so of course that's very nice. I'm okay with that. I was trying to see if it would trigger Rune Carver multiple times from using my Q, but as you can see, it only stacks 30. So it doesn't really work that way. Even when my E is down and it's hitting them a bunch, it doesn't really do that. That's okay, though. If I, like, barely tap them with the E, does it work? Dang, I didn't get a C because I didn't even land it. Earth's champion on this guy. My teammate is extremely tanky. Huh. I got one shot. I basically only died to Kog'Maw and nobody else whatsoever, by the way. The Kog'Maw just killed me instantaneously. Bro was auto-attacking me and I didn't even realize it. Probably from a significant range and just one-tap me. $200 damage Darius, 1.5k Kog'Maw. I feel like Kog'Maw is ridiculous in this game mode. If you get to build mixed damage on him, he's full AD though, right now. Is my fault. I overstepped. I have to play so far back. But I was kind of worried that my teammate was going to die immediately, so I felt like forced to try to join the fight sooner. But I should just let my teammate die and just play more optimal for myself than move forward like that. Makes more sense. Do I want to potentially build a legendary because we have so many rerolls so I can save some money? Aatrox has redemption. These guys have so much. I'll build Lasagna. Zanya's is always pretty nice to have. I'm sure that will be useful later on. Aatrox and him both have like a ridiculous amount of anti-heal, or not anti-heal, but Omnivamp and Sustain. Ooh, nice. You hit him? That's sick. I'm just checking out my E because honestly, if literally a single bit of it lands, it would be very beneficial because it would just reset my ability like immediately. Boom. Rune Carver kind of popped off. My E reset on repeat, kind of. Dreadbringer. Damaging people causes the polymorph. That's not very good. Laser Eyes. Probably not the best either. Giant Slayer for more movement speed and being able to run away from people. That is pretty nice. True Shot Prodigy is also okay because it does have a pretty short cooldown. I'll take Giant Slayer though. Being fast is usually really, really good because being able to kite people is ridiculous for champions like me and trying to keep my distance. My teammate is going hard for that Nidalee. But they died kind of quickly, didn't they? I pressed E plus Q, but I also used my Zhonya's at the same time, so it just hit them very hard. Damage this game was 750, but damage this round was only 153. I don't know what to trust on this. I don't know if maybe this counts for hitting the target dummy, because some things are, like, bugged that way. My teammate has 54 AP gained from Phenomenal. Even though he's trying to build around it, it still feels like impossible to use this correctly. Because it's just not very good. So I did intentionally save my money, because I was hoping to maybe buy another Prismatic this game. We don't really have that much mana. But I'm down to buy another Legendary just to make it so I can buy something in the future. Blackfire Torch is okay. Death Cap would be alright, but we honestly don't really have that much good stuff for us using that, I think. Morello's is for anti-heal, but I don't think that there's too many people that I'm too threatened by. This gives us 20 ability haste, has a nice burn effect, I suppose. I care about the mana as well. It's not bad to have. Amumu's kind of ridiculous against Mel, because if I try to reflect back his own ability, I just get myself killed. Oh, dude, Amumu is so invincible. He literally does not die. I deal nothing to him. Wow, okay, movement speed and size down. So we're even smaller now, and we're much faster again. We're getting kind of fast. Too bad being super fast isn't, like, gonna make it so I can deal damage to the people who are tanky, though. Not yet. There is a silver augment that does increase the amount of damage you deal to people based off of how much faster you are than them, and it's by a percentage, which is really busted. So if I did get that, that'd be super sick, because that would synergize with this, which also increases my damage by up to 30%, depending on how much larger I am than them. So those two things would be, like, multiple percentages on top of each other, which is insane. Stacking percentages is OP. We don't really have any percentage stacking just yet. Evelyn has Clown College, so she can actually jump on us without even really needing to try. So, what I can do, though, is try to get hit by her, and then when she gets hit by it... Oh, wait, she messed up. Oh, yeah? Oh, wow, she didn't even use it correctly. Cool. Huh. Okay, yeah, well played, Evelyn. She pressed E on me. That's it. She used her ultimate, didn't do anything. Yeah, so she just kills me instantly. Dang, darn. I guess she outplayed me pretty hard there, but it is what it is, isn't it? My Volibear can't survive the Mordekaiser either, so him losing his side definitely also kind of sucks. But it's still okay. Damage dealt last round says it only did 200. I still don't believe it. I feel like it's just a super bugged augment that never tells you how much damage it's actually dealing. I don't even know what augment I would want at this point. Casting my ultimate marks people, except for that after I cast my ultimate, the damage is already dealt. Oh, wait, no. Actually, it wouldn't be that bad, I guess, to have. Clown College Briar, Scopier Weapons, and Hive Mind. Wow. This guy has Jeweled Gauntlet, Back to Basics, Vulnerability. That guy is so ridiculously broken. Wow. Kha'Zix is gonna one-shot us. Probably. Yeah, I'm dead. I died to the burn effect, or the bleed effect. Meanwhile, Kha'Zix will one-shot my teammate easily. It's not even close. If I don't reflect back Mel, then there's nothing really I can do. We just die no matter what. She got something absolutely ridiculously busted. There's really no way to win unless I somehow am able to, like, kite them out, but I can't. Because I just die. Going Prismatic probably isn't even the choice anymore. We're versus first place who haven't won or lost a single round. It's probably a bit doomed. Oh well. We'll see what we can do, but the chances of us winning this is probably non-existent. I guess this is something that increases my damage by a percentage, so ultimately, if I'm able to land stuff from far away, it should hit kind of hard, right? Ah. Pogma got the best, probably, magic resist item in the entire game, so I'm not going to deal damage to him anymore. I was hoping that I'd be able to one-shot him, but turns out it was just not something that I can deal with now. Whoa. Dude. Careful. We beat first place. We did it. We were able to win. Okay, we're not out. We probably want the magic pen one because we don't have any magic pens, so we will never be able to win still unless I benefit from that. She has Jeweled Gauntlet plus it's critical. So she can one-shot people very easily. This guy has Accelerating Sorcery for infinite stack of stuns. That's a pretty normal way of playing that, so that does make sense to go. We have to play very far away. They both have Flash. Ooh, that's not good. All right, well, I guess we'll just be ready for their Flash. We can maybe try to outplay it. Maybe. My teammate has 92 AP from Phenomenal. Phenomenal is so pathetic. Can you get her? Boom. Okay. The EP damage amp for my diamond tip spear is not that good, but that's okay. We're trying our best. Increase the damage done from your augments and items by a pretty large margin. Man, we still don't have any way to probably kill Briar because we don't have a way to, like, burn through them. I'm just gone here for sure. I use my ultimate to try to help. Oh my gosh, you won! Dude, how did you deal so much damage there? Well played, let's go. Was it because I was able to use killing time and you did a lot of damage and she still popped because the killing time also is from my teammates' damage? I cannot believe we actually are not out. Jeez. Ridiculous. Can I reflect back Nidalee's spear at herself when she kills herself from it? That would be so goofy. Does Diamond Tip Spear work on Nidalee's spear that I throw back at herself? Would that work that way? That'd be so funny. But I don't think I want to be near the Olaf, though. Oh, wow, dude. That was crazy. You used Snowball. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. I tried. Peace out, have a great day and all that. Bye. We'll look at the damage dealt, but I imagine that it probably wasn't really that crazy. It was just like normal meld damage. Alright, see you guys later. Peace. Bye.